IVM.
Okay, it's LANSO time. Left arm, not so orthodox. We are in week, I think it's 7 or 6 or whatever it is. The second last week of the IPL. I've done my research. And I have with me Abijit Ganguly, comedian, cricketer, and Delhiite via Calcutta. But he's going to tell us what to expect now in the final. So it looks like 3 teams are more or less pretty certain to make it. We've got Mumbai, Delhi, and we've got RCB at that 14-point position with 3 or 4 to play each. So they should be okay. But the 4th spot is really hotting up.
But honestly, you never know with Delhi. Delhi can just, next few matches, they can just,
They have to win one, bro. They win 1 out of 4, I think, or 1 out of 3. That's good enough.
I've seen it happen.
How cynical can you be, Baba? Why are we always cynical about our own people?
Because Delhi, you have seen Delhi perform so miserably for so many IPLs. You just
So you don't even feel like, I know what it is. Deep down, you want to support them and you are supporting them, but on the public face, you'll never do it because you feel it's like a Panvati, what we call in Maharashtra, and it's like you're reverse cursing yourself or whatever. So you won't say it, but you know that they're on a good thing. They've got a decent, they've got the best bowling attack if you ask me at the moment when they fire. If Cyrus gets his form back at the end to bludgeon the runs, and they've got a great opening 1, 2, 3 if Prithvi Shaw can find his feet as well. But so Delhi, but what about the 4th place? We've got Punjab going bizarre. Last 3-4 games really looking good. Yeah. We've got Rajasthan revival with now Ben Stokes is the most valuable player in all forms of cricket in the world for the last year or two. Right? And he suddenly showed you how he can win a game alone. He just has to.
So, I don't get it with Rajasthan. It's so weird that Rajasthan were playing so well and they've just, after Ben Stokes has come, it just has gone haywire. Like, how can this happen? How can the addition of the best player probably...
But he was rusty, yeah. He was definitely rusty. And by rusty, I don't mean Rustom, which is a common Parsi name. He was rusty as in, he stopped in August in the middle of the international England season and went to his father who was dying, spent 2 months there. It looked like that mental space may not have... Who can answer this question? But first 3-4 games were pathetic.
I think getting him to open and all was also a little weird idea.
But now he opened and won the match on his own bat. 107
Exactly. So that's how good he is. But you're getting it. If somebody is rusty, would you want to put him in a comfortable position?
But they didn't know that.
Like that.
They expected him to fire from the first because this guy just had a fabulous couple of years. I mean, all forms, white ball and red ball. He's just, that Headingley test match of last year, I'm just remembering it. The World Cup final, these are big things, single-handedly.
Yeah.
And also with the ball, maybe he would have done more because he had that Botham-esque effect, but whatever. So that's Rajasthan. They're still in the reckoning. If everything goes their way, they have to rely on others. But what about Kolkata? Kolkata, now, your Delhi is your home, of course, but Kolkata somewhere is in your blood. And don't you feel that they've blown hot, blown cold? I mean, they've just, So
Kolkata has been practicing odd even the most passionately. Like,
well, that's
they
superb.
Just turn up and the other time it's just a different team. It is, God knows what happens with them. And I've seen this, by the way. Every time they're doing some team brand thing, the next time they perform miserably. So they did a whole Badshah launch of a new song and they did miserably in the next match. And otherwise the normal matches they are doing well. So it's so...
So with all the physiotherapists, analysts, cricket webinars that they go through, coaches, technical directors, all that is out there, you have come up with the scientific conclusion that if they do any kind of dance performance, they're screwed.
Yeah. Anytime they have to do some brand engagement or something like that, or some launch or something together, every single time the next match they
Because let's face it, cricketers playing cricket is one thing, but not all cricketers are entertainers in that sense. Sometimes they look horrible when they're doing these brand promotions and they're saying lines which totally don't come from their mouth. Okay, one quick prediction. We're running out of time. This has been very short because of COVID. Who's going to win and who's going to be a runner-up? 1 and 2.
I would want Delhi to win.
Leave aside. Just tell me where you're betting. We know that you're a Delhi supporter. That's fair enough.
Delhi will win. RCB will be runners-up.
Mera Rajasthan ka kya hua?
I'm so sorry. I don't think they're making in the top 4.
Damn you. And you've not said a word about Mumbai Indians, who, apart from the last match, has been unbelievably good.
Mumbai Indians is like Australia. It's like Australia of IPL. Yeah. Who the hell won? Like they have just
they have to have that one bad match. You've decided they'll have that one bad match at the right time.
Yeah, I just hope so. Yeah, Delhi against you.
Last word on Chennai. You mentioned Chennai. I cut you there. Chennai first time didn't make the playoff. First time probably going to finish 8th. Chennai.
Yeah, Chennai though, I mean, the fact that Dhoni recently said that, the youngsters had not shown spark, that has gotten everybody also more like on rage, like what else, like the team is performing so horribly. But I think it's also due, like Chennai's one bad IPL was very much due for so many years
Law of
of them
averages.
dominate. Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
So you're saying don't drop the 40-year-olds. Continue for next year, but law of averages has
Like-
caught up with this one.
At least I would want them to continue because again,
As the famous poet said, Delhi bahut dur hai bhai.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers, Mr. Ganguly, Mr. Abijit Ganguly, not Saurav. Thank you for that cricket insight, and we'll hear from you soon. I'll leave you with a lovely picture of Cyrus Brocha lifting the ball over extra cover for 6.
Nice. That was a nice picture indeed. Bye.
You can bitch about me later. Give it 30 seconds. Bye, guys. Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Don Bradman, and now Cyrus Brocha. Okay, probably not in the right company. I mean, Don Bradman is Australian. But it's called Cyrus Says, a wonderful show about everything. Find the show on the IVM Podcast app, ivmpodcast.com, or wherever you listen to podcasts.